Okay, so hopefully you tried that. You tried writing an algorithm to find the average of three numbers. Uh, I will give you my interpretation of such an algorithm. It doesn't matter if we have the same algorithm or not, but this is my interpretation of this. Okay, so the first one would be obviously input, right? The first phase of the algorithm would be input, right? And what are the input? So the first step is input A, input the first number. So this is where the user gives the algorithm the first number. Step 2, input the second number. Input the second number. Step 3, input the third number. Okay, why do we do this? Because in the previous example, in the previous slide, we said that the set of legal operations include taking a single input. Okay, we cannot take three numbers at once. We cannot take three inputs at once. We have to take single inputs from the user. Okay, so that's how we take the three numbers. Okay, now the next legal operations that we have to use are the addition and the division operators, right? Adding two numbers, dividing one number by the other. So the next step in this algorithm is processing. Okay, so step 4 is add the first and second numbers. Since we could add two numbers only, right? We cannot add three numbers. We only add two numbers. And what we can do is we can add the result with the third number. So add the result with the third number. Okay, and the result would be the sum of three numbers, right? So the next thing we do is we divide, right? We want to find the average. So what is the average of three numbers? Let's say the numbers are A, B, and C. The average would be A plus B plus C divided by 3, right? So the next step is divide the result by 3. That's our processing phase done. Okay, finally the output phase. The output phase consists of a single thing, and it uses this rule right here, displaying a number. Okay, so 7 is display the result. Okay, by the way, just to clarify something, so in this example we said that a computer can take a single input from the user. A computer can add only two numbers, right? These are just sort of examples that serve as these well-defined operations. But in real life, at least in Python, you can definitely add more than two numbers. You can definitely divide. You can keep dividing. Okay, you can divide A divided by B divided by C divided by D. Okay, so you can do this. Internally, what happens is you first divide A by B, and then you divide the result by C, and then you divide the result by D, right? If you add two numbers like A plus B plus C plus D, you can do that. This is a perfectly valid statement, right? So in our algorithm, we could have said add the three numbers, right? That would have been a valid statement. But internally, what Python does is it's A plus B, then adds the result, whatever the result is added with C, and then whatever that result is added with D. Okay, so just to keep that in mind. You can definitely do that. So it's not like you can only add two numbers. Okay, it's not like you can only divide one number by the other, and you can definitely display more than one number at once. Okay, definitely do that. But this is just so that we know what an algorithm is and what the limitations of an algorithm are, which is an algorithm must remain in the domain of well-defined operators. Okay.